Hey guys, Mr. Amos here. I'm just going to go over our language that we do daily each day. I know it is Friday, but since we started later in the week, we are on Thursday, and I figured that would be easier for you guys being Friday since this is a snow day. So, with this, first of all, we have label all the parts of speech in the sentence. So, we always find our nouns and our verbs first. So, our nouns are person, place, animal, or thing. So, we have a noun here. Scorpion would be our first noun. We have word venom down here. That is also a thing. It's a type of poison. That is a noun. And then we have tail, which is a part or a thing that is attached to a scorpion. So that would be also a noun. Now we have to find our verb. So we have a noun, a noun. I'll go ahead and highlight this and make it bold for now. Make this one bold as well. Now let's find our verb, which is a verb, you do it, do it, do it. What's a scorpion doing? It's carrying its venom. So carrying is our verb. So we're going to put that in italicized. So that's our verb. Can't label all of these. And then we have to find our adjective, which describes our noun. So its doesn't describe the tail. Carries as a verb. So we have the adjective in this sentence, which I'll just do in change colors. Red is small because it's describing the scorpion. Then we have our pronoun, which will do big, and that is its. I, he, she, we, they, it. Change the color of that too. Next one, complete the sentence using the correct pronoun. Angela knows to step back if blank ever sees a poisonous animal. So we know it is Angela. It's who we're talking about. So we know it's going to be either a her, a she, can't be a he, so it's going to be down to those two. So now it's just which one makes sense. Angela knows to step back if her ever sees a poisonous animal, or Angela knows to step back if she ever sees a poisonous animal, and that's obviously she. Write a pronoun to replace the underlying noun. All animals use poison to eat or defend themselves. So we need a pronoun. So I, he, she, we, they, it. So poison cannot be a person. So it has to be it is a thing. So poison, we'd change that to, which you'd write above it, it. All animals use it to eat or defend themselves. Choose the best word to fill in the blank. I was so angry when I blank on the door. Well, we've got to look at our context clues on that one. So if you're angry, red's a good color when you're angry to show anger. Would you be just tapping on the door, pounding on the door, or knocked on the door? Obviously, you would have pounded on the door. Because when you're angry, that's what you'd be doing. Which word best completes the sentence? I believe the tooth fairy does express, exist, or expel. So express is usually a fast way of doing something, or it is a clothing store that is in the mall. So I believe the tooth fairy does really fast, maybe. Exist, meaning that does exist, meaning they are real. Or expel, we learned that X means out of, so get out of. I believe the tooth fairy does get out of. So this one would be exist is the only one that sounds correct and makes sense in the sentence. Which word best completes the sentence? A subway, substandard, or submerge? So a subway is a form of transportation. We know that sub means below, and this is the way of traveling below the ground. Substandard is below a typical standard. So something substandard is not good. So if you get for instance, if you got like a toy and you got kind of the generic version of that toy, or like not the main version, you got like a cheaper version of something and it broke really easily, I would consider that toy to be substandard. So it's below like a typical standard. It should last a little bit longer than it did. And the last one is submerge, which means below. That means when you're putting something below the water, you're submerging it. You should blank the dishes in water before cleaning them. So the only one this one talks about water. So that one would be, that's our clue or context clue in this one. So that tells us it is submerge. Which word can be found on this page of a dictionary? So we look at the first letter in all of these. So this is a word that goes between a D and an E. So we look at each of these. That one starts with a D, that one starts with a D, that one starts with an E. So we've got to look at the second letter. So we have an R in drink. So it has to come after an R. The second letter after the D has to come after an R, but before the word easy. So duck, and U comes after an R in the alphabet, QRSTU. So duck would work. Doctor, DO. And O comes before an R in the alphabet. So doctor does not work. Easy and eat. So now I'm going to look at the EA word. So EA, they both start with EA, so maybe. But then I look at the third letter. We have an S and a T. So a T comes after an S in the alphabet, so eat would be on another page. So that is why duck is the correct answer on this one. So you just circle that.